Scorpio, I don't know what's going on with you, but it seems like there's something that's very much on your mind or in your energy field that you haven't quite divulged or discussed, or you're holding some tension perhaps, or you're holding some energy that you want to do something with. I don't know, there's something a little bit mysterious, which is typical of Scorpio energy when I pick up on it. But this feels a little bit different. It feels like you're a little bit removed. Maybe you're removed from the outcome of something. You're not putting so much pressure on yourself anymore. I don't know. I'm going to pull out some cards and see what we get. And I actually feel as though I should pull out all of the oracle cards first without reading them individually, because I think I need a full picture of what's actually going on in your space. Because although I feel very guided to read for you, there's something different. I'm picking up something different for you that I don't usually pick up on. It's kind of this wise, quiet, mysterious, secretive, a little bit melancholy, even worried at some level, but also very powerful, and knowing you're powerful energy. It's complicated. Okay. So what's going on for Scorpio? What do they need to know, Spirit? I just saw 144. Somebody wants you to let them in. Okay. Let them know how you're feeling, or what you're talking about. I'm getting this could be someone at a distance or someone that you speak to regularly, but they want you to let them in. I don't know how you feel about that. And then I was also getting that somebody wants to clear the air with you. Okay, the mask. Yes, this is the feeling. It's like, and it was interesting because earlier in my meditation for you, I did get a mask-like message, because the first thing was, you're turning over a new leaf. Oh, I even put, interesting. I put someone's an ocean away. And as I was shuffling these cards earlier, an ocean card fell out. I forgot about that. So maybe there's something about the depths of you. You're like the ocean. There's a lot of unexplored aspects of you. And it also feels like there's a lot of energies that have been in your life, and some have gone deep diving to find the treasure in your ocean, and others have just sailed the surface. And it feels like maybe it's like retrospective energy. You're reflecting on something here. But yeah, when I first got this energy, I even drew a little leaf. And at first it came in very colorful and bright, and like you're turning over a new leaf. There's lots of opportunities. But the more I sat with it, the more I realized that there's something else here. There's something deeper that maybe you're not divulging, or hasn't quite come up to the surface yet. Or it's private for you in a sense. You are wearing a mask, which is, I'm not saying you're a liar, right? Okay, let's not go there. Someone might be just reactive around you, okay? And so you're protecting yourself. You're shielding yourself. That's what the mask is doing. You're shielding yourself, or the depths of you, well, it's easy to pick up that you're deep. It has something to do with your eyes. What's going on here? You're being private about something. Okay, so I got, there could be something about the UK for someone that's very specific. The number 8, the letter A, the letter E, the letter N. And it also feels like there's something missing. It could be like you realize something is missing from some kind of communication. There's some kind of typo that could be a metaphor. Okay, the mask. What's behind the mask, Scorpio? Sorry if you hear my stomach growling. I haven't eaten yet, and I'm a Taurus, so cut me some slack. All right, let's see. Let's see, what's behind the mask for Scorpio? Yarrow, tend to your wounds. and root chakra, ground yourself. You're in the ocean. You need to ground yourself. You need an anchor. This mask that you're wearing, whatever that is, like everything's fine, don't worry about me, I'm okay, or whatever you think the mask is for yourself, I don't feel like it's actually grounding you. It might be doing the opposite. You need grounding. Tend to your wounds. There's a little bit of disappointment even, I feel. Okay, we're going to get further in. Now, this may not resonate with you, okay? And I do feel like a pressure right now to deliver you a upbeat, full of potential message, and everything's going great, and so many things are going to come in, but it's like I don't know why I feel that pressure, but I do. So maybe somebody around you wants you to present yourself that way, rather than getting to the heart of the matter. And like Scorpio, you can transmute and transform and shift and be a shapeshifter yourself and put on different masks, and you can do all of those things, but maybe you're just tired of that. You don't want to be this person that makes another feel better about themselves just because. So someone having a hard time dealing with your depth and your complexity. Have you given yourself enough space, I'm hearing, to grieve, to mourn, to process, to tend to your wounds? I love yarrow. It's one of my favorite flowers. I planted it out back and it grew pretty wild. And yarrow is related to Chiron. So maybe there's something going on with your Chiron right now, which is the wounded healer. Yeah, you need to tend to these wounds because it's part of your path, being the healer that you are. And you are, whoever I'm connecting to today. You're very wise too. But it feels like a little bit of the umph that's usually in your spirit. It's quiet. It's not that it's missing or gone. It's just quiet. It's like it's in hibernation or something. Okay, tell me more, Spirit. Open-heartedness. Wow. When's the last time you let someone into your heart? Maybe it's a time where you got hurt. I feel like I have to pull this out, this message. So what's going on? Wolf moon, restoration, incubation, and growth. Yes, that's the thing. It's like a hibernation and incubation. You're restoring something within yourself. You're mending your heart. And your heart is showing up here as a path. Now there's two parallel paths I'm seeing. Wolf moon. Beautiful. That is exactly how you are appearing to me, your energy behind the mask. You look at your eyes. They're so powerful and they tell such a story. But your energy is like this. It's quiet. It's powerful. And you deserve some time and space to sit in that energy. It feels as though someone's calling for you here. Now, it could be an aspect of yourself, could be spirit, could be somebody else. Maybe this is the person who wants to clear the air with you. You're very watchful over this energy and how it affects you. You're diligent. You're not going to just let something happen. Okay, Scorpio, so complicated, but I love it. It's what makes you you. One more of these. Burrow, yes, exactly. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Needed a little bit of my confirmation for myself here. exhaustion, questioning motivations, and realignment. That's the hibernation, restoration, incubation, burrow. You need some time for yourself because this mask wearing is something you're doing to protect yourself, maybe even to create a boundary. And I feel like Spirit's saying that's okay, that's fine. You don't need to wear your wounds on your sleeve, so to speak, but you should take off the mask when you're by yourself, okay? When you have sacred space and when you're grounding and anchoring yourself in your own energy field, you need to see what's there, what you're working with, what's going on with you. You need to tend to your wounds. You need sleep. You need rest. You need comfort. Maybe you need food. You need realignment, questioning motivations. And perhaps that's what has led to all of this energy, is like someone's motivations, or perhaps even your own, are now something that you're questioning. I do feel like you've been open-hearted. You've let something in or out into the field. You've expressed yourself in some way. And perhaps you were met with something unexpected. Something that got you to raise an eyebrow. Okay? So I'm going to use these cards, which are very specific, to clarify each of the oracle cards. And then I'm going to get the tarot out. So let's see. For Scorpio Spirit, for their highest good, tell me about the mask. What do I need to know for Scorpio? What do they need to know about this mask energy that's come out? Unfamiliar. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When I started working with your energy, I was like, this is weird. 1155 might be a significant number, but I was like, oh, strange. And I think 1155 is a significant number. You might be seeing 555 or 1111. And there's something, I'm not saying this is like a stated truth. It's just the energy I'm picking up on. It's like feels like there's a conflict between 11 and 55 is what I want to say. It's the spirit of change through tension and through having to navigate and find solutions with total alignment. There's a tension between those two energies that is in your life right now. Okay, unfamiliar. Yes, something is unfamiliar with this mask that you're wearing, or the emotions you're feeling you shouldn't, or that you don't know how to work with. Okay, let's keep going. Tell me about the tend to your wounds. Not seeing things clearly. Oh, okay. Okay. Now with this, there's another layer. The mask, yes, it resonates and applies to you. At least that's how I feel. But it could also be that now you're seeing that somebody else or something else could have a little bit of a facade over it, a little bit of a mask. Now, this could even be an opportunity. It doesn't have to be a person. But there's something here that you're sensing, but you haven't really seen it. Maybe it's a motivation. Tend to your wounds, you're not seeing something clearly. Well, perhaps what you're seeing, I feel this is part of it. There's a wounded aspect of you, which we all have. We all have wounds that we're working through. It's our karma, right? In this lifetime, part of it anyway. And part of our ascension process to work through those wounds. And that could be really woven through something that you're working on right now or something you're experiencing. A wound that you need to tend to, and you're not seeing how it's clearly related to what you're going through. Now, I'm picking up that this could be a wound that feels totally unrelated. I'm just going to use this as an example. Doesn't have to be this. It's just the best way I can explain the energy. It's like you have an insecurity, let's say. Maybe a physical insecurity or intellectual insecurity or something like that. That has been with you for a long time, since childhood, that's around because of something you went through. And then there's this job opportunity or relationship thing that is happening. And some of your wounds around this insecurity are being woven into the way that you're perceiving this difficulty in your relationship or in some kind of job situation. And I wrote down oceans away, a distance. This wound might be, like, you're like, how would that relate to that? Well, everything is connected, for sure. In our field, in our network, in our energy network of our soul, of ourself. So I feel like you need that time to burrow, that time for rest in order for these connections to be made, maybe even in your dreams, in your subconscious. Our dream state does a lot of work for us. Sometimes we need to analyze our dreams, and that's part of the integration and working consciously on what's going on. But oftentimes the dreams are doing integrative work without us even knowing, like consciously putting the effort in. Sometimes our unconscious or subconscious is resolving something. Yeah, so have you been dreaming? Have you been sleeping enough to dream? Have you been creating an environment enough to dream? Okay, let's see the root chakra. Ground yourself. There is also someone, this is a side message, who's jealous of you, Scorpio. Okay, and they express their jealousy by perhaps putting you down. Okay. Now, I don't feel like this is, I'm hearing a precursor. Maybe it's a precursor for something else that's going to happen, but I don't feel like this is something that needs to necessarily affect you deeply. Just a side message. Okay, somebody could want to change you because you don't like, this came through for another sign, they want to change you because they don't like when you show them the mask that they're wearing. Okay. Ground yourself. Can I get more on this with the root chakra? The root chakra is all about safety, security, identity, oath, and unhinged. What's unhinging you, Scorpio? Well, you have made an oath to yourself that there is some kind of spiritual practice you do or something you do to ground yourself when you feel unhinged. Maybe you need to remember that right now. What's unhinged? I was only going to get one card for each, but what's unhinged? Avoid. Maybe you're avoiding something because if you confront this thing that's unsettling you, this motivation that you're questioning, you feel like something's going to get unhinged. And maybe it will. Maybe it needs to. Maybe it won't. I don't know. Let's keep going. Okay, tell me more about the open-heartedness. Oh no, the wolf moon. Pay it forward. Interesting. With energy. Do you feel like you have some responsibility here? Look at this wolf as you. And the message is pay it forward energy. What do you think that wolf is? How do you think that wolf is receiving that message? I feel like you're saying, I don't have the energy to pay it forward. I want to pay it forward and I will, but I don't really have the energy right now. There's some kind of pressure on you. Tell me about the open-heartedness, to be more open. Someone from the past with open-heartedness and strategy. This is the person who wants to clear the air with you. They're trying to get you to open up, and meanwhile, all of your energy is saying, I'm closing down. I'm closing down for this season. I got things I need to tend to. Okay, they have some kind of strategy. We'll see if we get more into that. And then lastly, the burrow, exhaustion, questioning, and then we'll do the tarot. I just really needed to see what's going on here. Thorough. Obscene and history. Okay, what happened in the past, Scorpio? I feel guided to pull this one too. Expectation. Somebody had some expectations on you. Perhaps you did as well for someone. I mean, that's natural. Questioning someone's motivations weren't what you hoped they were. I'm hearing weren't real. Okay, there's something obscene in the past that you dealt with. Some expectation on you. Some obscenity that you're healing from. Why is this coming up now for you, Scorpio? Probably because you're changing. Okay. And when you're changing, things come up and then they get discarded. You know, you transmute them, you shed them, you clear energy, you cut cords, or you change them into something that works for you. But in order to do all that, when you're ascending, transforming, and growing consciously, they have to come up. You have to see what you're working with here. Like a crow. Yeah, the crow. I got the scavenger kind of crow energy. It's like looking at all the different, which is very, I don't mean scavenger in a negative way, but looking at what you're working with. Seeing what's really there. Okay, let's get the tarot. Thank you for letting me do this reading, Scorpio, because I do feel like I'm tippy-toeing a little bit. Not because I'm holding anything back, but because there's something delicate about your energy. And it's important that it doesn't get stomped all over. It's important that somebody approaches with care when it comes to you. Especially right now. Okay? And doesn't make demands of you to overexpend and extend your energy. Spirit, what does Scorpio need to know? I think you need some creature comforts. Okay, whatever those are for you. I feel like some of you need some good music too. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay, I can see the mask and what's beneath the mask. So the mask is showing up as the Mother of Swords, and beneath the mask is the Mother of Cups. Okay, so this is the tension you're feeling here with yourself or with the energies around you. It's like this is a very kind of cold, calm, collected energy. I'm not going through it. Don't come to me with your crap, you know, like I know what I'm doing. I got everything organized, settled, cleared. I got the truth. I understand it all, right? That's what's on the outside here. But on the inside, it's like your heart is gesturing towards you like, hey, owl over there, wise one. There's something else you need to see because you're not seeing something clearly. You're avoiding something here. Something feels a little unhinged and we need to look at it. And the mask is like, nope. Okay, so Spirit is saying, and the Mother of Swords is showing up as your challenge. And the Mother of Cups is the advice. So this really is to get in touch with your emotions. And caring for yourself. And not having to be this like poised, powerful, strong, clearly communicative, available energy to always serve and deliver truths. You know, I mean, that's important. That's a part of who you are and it will always be there. But there is something going on where Spirit's saying that energy while it is a part of you, leading with it right now is challenging you. Okay, and once again, this can be something that you want to express outwardly in order to protect yourself, but inwardly, don't apply that same energy right now. Treat yourself like the Mother of Cups. Mother yourself, really. Okay, so your overall energy right now, as it's showing up, is the Daughter of Pentacles. This is why I'm kind of tiptoeing. Oh, didn't we have that reading about Bambi? I think it was a collective reading. It's reminding me here of that. But it's you're learning something. You're coming through here as your overall energy being a page. So there's something that is new, that is unfolding for you, and you're ready to learn it, but you're just getting up on your legs here. You're a fawn in this reading, right? Which I'm not saying overall in general, you're a page. No way. Not at all. But whatever is happening right now that you're tending to your wounds, this is really what needs to be protected, but also loved and guided and cherished by yourself. This Daughter of Pentacles who's ready to learn something. So I want to know, Spirit, what is it that you're ready to learn? Scorpio, Two of Cups, about the heart, about connection, about equality, reciprocity. You're learning about love, something about love and connection. Could be for yourself, loving parts of yourself that you haven't before. It could be someone else. Could be finding a deeper connection with your life path and what you're doing. Let me just get some more of these. Present. How to be present. Avoiding, right? When we're avoiding something, we're avoiding usually what's happening in the present moment. Well, I feel like you're looking at your present connections and what's going on with that, and you're learning something. Now, what you don't see coming is the Two of Wands. This is a fork in the road. An opportunity for change and choosing a path. And so in hibernation, as you restore and you grow and you look at things from the past that are still exhausting you and exhausting your energy, depleting you, maybe because somebody's pulling on those energetic cords and strings, right? We have someone from the past with a strategy wanting to clear the air with you. You find yourself at a fork in the road. What are you going to do here? That's what you don't see coming. What are you going to do? That question. Tell me more about this fork. Driving force. So you're figuring out what's driving you. In what regard, Spirit? Nine of Swords. What is driving your anxiety? That's what you're discovering. How amazing. That's huge. That's a huge key to receive. It's like, what drives my anxiety when I'm faced with a decision in my life? Where does that anxiety come from? But also, how have certain forks in the road drove me to a place of anxiety? Yeah, I feel like maybe you've let someone get away with something. Or you've let yourself get away with something and you really need to take a harder look at what's happened here or what's going on. But there's a fork in the road and you're going to see how anxiety has been created. Like what's actually causing the anxiety. You're going to get to the root of it. And also you're going to understand how that anxiety then is a driving force in the decision you make. So that's huge to understand that about yourself. And to resolve that. No wonder you're exhausted. Okay? Questioning motivations. Now somebody around you, either in the past or present, might be very anxious in their own life or about themselves, Maybe this is the jealous person. I don't know. But they're very anxious, and they could be pushing you to certain decisions, to certain life-changing moments that you feel you wouldn't have without their anxiety. Okay, that's for some of you. Take what resonates. So the opportunity, some of you don't like when people say that, but it's true, okay? Two of Swords for the opportunity. Two of Wands for what you don't see coming, and Two of Swords for the opportunity. Well, look at this. This is like, do you want to cross paths here with someone? You need to make a decision, a quietly made decision without any outside input. And this decision has to be solid, okay? It can't be a halfway decision, I'm feeling, whatever that means, okay? So tell me more about this Two of Swords decision from an intuitive, introspective place. No rush, no hurry, no anxiety driving this decision. That's the opportunity. Address where the anxiety is coming from and make the decision not from that place. Father of Cups and Father of Swords. Ooh, we got the Mother of Cups and the Mother of Swords and the Father of Swords and the Father of Cups. Interesting with the Two of Cups, okay? Someone from the past. There's clearly stuff going on here about interpersonal relationships. It doesn't have to be love. It could be about anybody. That's the decision. Oh, I see. I see. And I feel it here. Who are you going to choose? Now, it doesn't have to be a choice between two people, but maybe these are two sides of a person, the mask, right? And no wonder you're showing up with these two. There's somebody here that, how do I say this? Okay, let me run through a few possibilities that I'm seeing. The first is that there are two people or two paths or two jobs, whatever. One is coming out as the Father of Swords, someone who's direct, lots of communication when they want. They're wise, they're intriguing, they're mysterious, but they can be cold. And they got these sharp talons too. Okay? And you know that. And you can deal with it because you can show up as the Mother of Swords. So that's one option. You can go that route. Now, the other option is a Father of Cups. And this isn't gender specific. It's just how it's showing up. This Father of Cups is more in touch with his emotions. But Black Swan, he feels kind of misunderstood, and he probably is. But there's more connection between the two of you. Yeah. Okay, and if this is one person, this person could be creative as well. They're very drawn to you. You're very drawn to them. But if this is one person we're talking about with two sides to them, then you're going to have to make a decision where you want to open your heart to with this person, or how you want to, what do you want from this person? Do you want them to be in the sword energy or in the cup energy? And I'm telling you that the advice here, because I'm seeing it, is the Mother of Cups. So it would make sense that Spirit's telling you your opportunity is to connect at the heart level. And there's also a little bit of yin and yang going on here. Complementary energy, difference. There's a huge difference between the two of you. Okay, in one way or another. I don't know what it is for everyone, but there is a difference. And if this is about a job, it's like there's a difference in skill or whatever, you know, there's something complementary, but maybe not easy to reconcile. It feels like this is really where your soul's growth lies. Okay? then this other energy here is more equal in a sense. But there's no intertwinement. I mean, look at the difference. These two are clearly facing one another, communicating with each other, opening up to each other in a sense. You know, there's something going on here between these two, where these two are just showing up, facing out into the world like, yeah, we're a power couple. But together, there's a coldness. There's not that connection. Okay, it's safe in a sense because it's logical. This isn't really logical. This is vulnerable. Okay? So if you're in a relationship with someone, or you're moving towards some kind of job prospect or whatever's going on with you, Spirit is guiding you to open your heart to the more vulnerable connection. But first, you need to tend to your wounds, okay? Because there's something you're not seeing clearly about this connection, or about your history and how it defines this connection. And if you've been with this person and it's just been like kind of cold, strategic, analytic, transactional, Spirit's telling you to get back to this heart space. Okay? Now, again, this could be about you with yourself, how you're showing up in the world. You need to make a decision. Do you want to be perceived as being in cup energy or sword energy? And again, it's not really like it's one over the other. But you need more cup energy right now. Okay, I'm going to stop there because I feel like I've said it. Okay, can we get one of these? Ooh, a lot came through. We have why, missed opportunity, gratitude, and bad timing. What was obscene in the past? There's something that's coming through, or something you're deciding, was it a missed opportunity or not? Or maybe someone else is deciding this. There's questions here about timing and about feelings. This is very specific. Okay, let me look at more at the Mother of Swords for the challenge. There's also a message here that there could be someone in your life, or maybe they're coming forward, and how you choose to respond, what mask you decide to wear, if any, will determine how they respond. Okay, so maybe you need to let your guard down in order for someone else to. Now, if you don't want to reconnect with anyone, then this isn't about that for you. Okay, it could be about some other opportunity. You're going to have to get a little creative with how you want to apply it, because this reading is leaning more and more towards Two of Cups energy, okay? But it doesn't mean that it can't be about something else. Of course it can. Let's see, Mother of Swords for the challenge. Three of Pentacles. Working together. The challenge is working something out, working something intelligent. Yeah, that's the thing. As the Mother of Swords, this owl, you are intelligent and you know how to make something work or not work. Repress, but you're repressing your emotions. It's like you need a different approach here. And I feel like this approach might be feeling a little scary. But that's why the rest and the reprieve is needed first. Okay, so yeah, this feels uncomfortable. I feel like, oh my gosh, I want to get out of here. So yeah, I feel like this is going to get you to look at what you've been not allowing yourself to feel, to express, to desire, because it feels uncomfortable. But as you allow those things to make themselves known to you, you tend to your wounds. Mother of Cups for your advice. Let's see. If these two were switched, if the Mother of Swords was in your advice and the Mother of Cups was in your challenge, I'd be saying the opposite to you. I'd be saying, like, you need to guard your heart. You need to, and in a way you do, okay? But I'd be maybe even saying you need to close off your heart here. You need to be super analytic about how you're facing and dealing with some things. But that's not, it's the exact opposite message from that. Judgment and awakening. Yeah, this is a resurrection of your heart. An awakening of your heart. In some relationship. In relation to a relationship. Okay? Advice. Another layer. Focused. Well, we are going to go another layer in the extended, and we're going to see what we want to focus on there, what comes through. If you're interested in that, the link is in the description box below. If you don't like that idea or you can't go there, trust Spirit already knew you and your energy and what you were going to do and gave you everything you needed right here. But that's what Spirit's saying. If you embrace the Mother of Cups energy for yourself, maybe you want to look at Mother of Cups. I don't have the booklet here. But, look at what Mother of Cups means. Sometimes, even if you know tarot well, sometimes when we go to a resource and we read it, we remember like, oh yeah, there's that aspect to it. So go do some reading if you feel inspired about the Mother of Cups and see how you can embrace more of that energy within yourself, because it will take you to another layer, an awakening with the Judgment card, and get you to focus on what really matters here for you. And I feel like what matters for you is the outcome, which is fantastic. I wasn't sure how we were going to get here, but look, the Ace of Wands. This is revitalization. This is a spark. This is what I've been looking for, that like oomph that's missing here in the energy. This is renewal, possibility, excitement, feeling alive and inspired. And that's what opening your heart to yourself first, giving yourself that sacred space to burrow and to heal and to revisit some difficult things. That's what is going to happen, is your heart is going to be open to yourself, and you're going to see something that you haven't been seeing clearly, what you've been avoiding, okay? And it's going to allow you to heal something from your history that was quite obscene. And it will also help you deal with something from the past that is coming up. Okay, maybe they're coming in, or maybe they're coming up in your mind. I'm not sure what it is for everyone. Or a current relationship that has had difficulties. And you're going to be able to see what the anxieties are, the driving force of the anxieties. Maybe this is why you're going to understand their anxieties, your anxieties. And it's going to lead you to this place of renewal. The Hermit. Yeah. That's the vibe. Okay. You're very much in Hermit energy here. And it's restorative. And it's leading somewhere amazing. You find the light. Okay. You find the answer. You find the spark. So the outcome is inner wisdom that leads you to a new potential, a new inspiration. Look, time. Oh, and then we have this card that fell out underneath. What is meant to be will be with time. And we have bad timing over here. So maybe it's been a question of timing for you with this situation. Okay? And I do feel like you're going to come to this place of acceptance and restarting some energy within you. Now that acceptance is that what is meant to be is meant to be. All right, that's what I have for you, Scorpio. I hope that helped. I love you so much. I'll see you next time.